Good morning and welcome to our prize giving 2020, and welcome to all our students, parents, grandparents, friends and staff of JCG who are watching this online or at JCG TV. While this format for our prize giving is unusual and not as any of us would have wanted, it is so important that we are not defeated by COVID and that we redesign and rethink all that we do. This is the same for the most important of events in our college calendar, our prize giving. We could just not have prize giving, and I'm incredibly grateful to Mr. Marrett, Miss Rollo, Miss Lee, Mrs. LeBlanc, Miss Foss, Mr. Crespel, Joe and Merrick for their hard work in enabling us to proceed with our wonderful event today. I would also like to congratulate our prize winners, for this day belongs to them. Their huge efforts in every aspect of college life is reflected in the huge array of prizes today. Your teachers have acknowledged what you do, how you've done it, and the passion you have shown. Well done. We are all proud of you. What I say now, I say to the whole college. This past year can be easily divided into two halves, with the pivot being the 20th of March. I find I have to think hard to remember life before that time, but I will. This is perhaps because so much unexpected, unfamiliar, and unwanted changes have happened to each of us in our lives since then. So much has been untimely ripped from us, from being able to see and hug our loved ones, to showing our efforts and our abilities in our exams, to postponing much anticipated and much loved events. However, throughout this year, you have always shown great ambition, aspiration, courage and resilience. And most importantly, you have constantly been there for one another, for your teachers, your college, your community, with care, with encouragement, with time and support. You have been amazing. This year has brought out the best in us, and each of us make this place called JCG. That sense of belonging we so often refer to and rely upon has never been stronger than this year. 2020 has been a very special year. Let me take you back to a time when we didn't know about coronavirus. We never talked about social distancing and could never imagine going into a lockdown. Our academic year began with great energy and a little nervousness. We knew at some point we were to be inspected that term. In November, we became the first school in Jersey to be externally reviewed by the government under its new framework. As anyone will know, when an external team is coming in to look at everything, it is not without its stresses. However, I was very keen to ensure that our students and staff just carried on as if it were a normal week, essentially to relax and be ourselves. I'm immensely proud of what our team, and by that I mean all our students, our staff, our parents and our governors, what our team worked so hard to achieve, outstanding in every category. One of my favourite phrases in the report, and one that I think sums up the college I see every day, is that JCG is a happy and high-performing school. These two qualities are sometimes interpreted by people as binary opposites, that you can't be caring and at the same time be academically high-achieving. This is, of course, absolute rubbish. Our students are remarkable because of the care and support around them, on the good days and on the not so good days. Another phrase referred in the report referred to our JCG culture. The school is encompassed in one of its values, belong. Everyone is part of a shared endeavour. And finally, a phrase which delighted me was that our students are highly mature and sensitive to others. They are polite, kind, positive, caring and confident without being overconfident. This for me is the most important quality of all in a successful education. To be a good person with the ability to do good. It's all about our character. It felt good to have people come in and tell us what they thought about what we see, do and feel each day. Sometimes we all need to have that mirror. We were innovating the autumn term. Curie Fry won a revamped house drama which included some hilarious spontaneous impro. Garrett Anderson won senior and Ingalls won junior top of the pops. Our new head of music, Mr. Bowley, launched our music cafe, which offered performance opportunities for our students and was open to the public. Our students designed, made and modelled fashion made out of rubbish to highlight the environmental damage caused by the fast fashion industry. Our house fashion was incredible with its creativity and polish. We were becoming a college of social activists. We spoke at the Commonwealth Women Parliamentaries Association conference, became the first secondary school in the Channel Islands to be awarded silver status for rights respecting schools, and honed our rhetoric in debate and mock general elections. And in December, we all discovered our inner cowgirl in the form of Calamity Jane. Thank you for a truly remarkable and exuberant production. The spring term began with real promise and expectation and familiar service to our community. We got permission to build a bridge over Claremont Road, thus physically and safely connecting JCG with our prep. Funding for our music centre and our extension to our hall was included in the government plan. Our sixth formers had won a regional round of a mock bar trial competition and were on their way to the national final. And we won the Colin Powell Rotary Club Peace Debate. Our Year 7 led the college in raising money for Australian charities who were fighting those dreadful fires and that awful loss of wildlife. Our Year 8 planted 1,000 saplings, and our sixth form was spectacular in raising funds for our partner school in Ghana. House music was gearing up to be an incredible year, and every house believed they had a chance to win Cockhouse Cup. Everyone was working hard in their lessons, and our GCSE and A-level students were demonstrating the work ethic required for great exam success. The term was going really well. Then a new reality emerged on the horizon to the east. News of something in China and spreading across Europe began to pepper our conversations. It was new, but nothing to worry about. Life carried on. Yet this thing moved towards us like a sea mist. We could see it coming, but had no idea of what it would be like until it settled upon all of us. We were told we would be closing. No house music, no cock house, no Year 11 prom, no leavers service. We were told exams were being cancelled. We were told we were all going to have to lock down in our own homes. Yet in the midst of chaos and worry, examples of human kindness were in abundance. The actions and ideas of our students can only be described as magnificent. That last day before we closed, Friday the 20th of March, was so sad. But through the singing, the laughter, the kindness and the generosity of everyone, it was so uplifting. We all became experts in teaching remotely and learning from home. We launched JCG TV. And across the virtual college, groups came together when they couldn't actually be together. And in doing so, boosted our positivity and belonging. Students and their teachers were close, but we're even closer now. Human separation had made us more cognizant of each other's humanity and the need to connect. Teachers received many personal emails and cards from students simply saying thank you. Not only did we move online, we moved out into our community and the JCG network sprang into action. We shopped for elderly neighbours, volunteered in our parishes, became health workers, drivers, filmmakers, choir members. Year 8 created, whilst in lockdown, an incredible and poignant expedition for 75th anniversary of our liberation. Our sixth formers ran 600 kilometres, the equivalent from Jersey's Nightingale Hospital to the one in London, and in doing so raised £8,000 for 2 local charities. We all learned new skills, and we all learned to appreciate our beautiful island. And when we could, we reopened and returned to our second home. We resumed lessons, we welcomed the new student leadership team, and thanked the immense commitment and success of the retiring team. We reflected on the lockdown experience in photos, paintings and words. We had our Year 13 Leavers picnic. We responded with great thought and compassion to the death of George Floyd and the Black Lives Matters movement. We just simply loved being back together, to talk, to learn, to challenge, to think, to seek to do everything we can to prepare ourselves to make our world better. We were back, and it felt good. At this point, I would like to say thank you to 3 remarkable people who led the student body throughout this year. Their compassion, ideas, care, and constant encouragement was an inspiration to me and the whole college. They were simply wonderful, and I would like to thank Rosie, Emily and Lily for being a brilliant head girl and deputy head girl team. I'd like to end my review by singling out someone who possesses the most warm and caring character. Linda Gillett, our ever-present angel in our reception, retires today after nearly 25 years of service to JCG. If you've lost your smart card, Linda will look after you. If you've sprained your ankle in hockey, Linda will look after you. If you're feeling sick, Linda will look after you. If an ambulance is needed, Linda will call it and go with you and look after you. If JCG is our second home, then Linda is our college mum. Someone we all know and who will look after us. Because she loves us and she loves JCG and we love her. It is often said that no one is irreplaceable, though with Linda I suggest this is as close as you will get. To really belong to somewhere, you have to give your brain and your heart. Linda has given her heart to this college, and we have been blessed. Thank you, Linda. So, college, well done. You've all been through a year that is, without exaggeration, historic. I remain incredibly proud of all of you and thankful for the people you are. Above everything else, it is your character that matters most. While this year has taken much from us, it has given us even more. It has not left us weaker, but stronger, closer, more ambitious and more aware of the importance of kindness, generosity of spirit, and the value of friendship, and of knowing that as a college, if we believe we can, we will. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce Clara, who's going to give us a short musical interlude. Clara.
I'm going to be playing Chanson Triste by Tchaikovsky.
Firstly, I would like to offer my warmest congratulations to all the prize winners and extend the thanks of the student body to our teachers and college team that made this day possible. Today is a celebration of not just your academic or creative achievements, but of the dedication, perseverance and resilience you have demonstrated throughout this year, and we commend your hard work and drive to succeed. The definition of the word celebrate is to acknowledge, honour or praise a significant or happy event. So today we acknowledge and praise the achievements of our prize winners, but also of each and every pupil here at JCG. We celebrate the little things that allow us to be ourselves, the talents, mistakes and personality that allows us to be who we are. Our humanity is a privilege and one that allows us to aspire to be our best, but also inspire others by taking the path less followed. We acknowledge the fact that being both the best out of a collective and being the best within ourselves are amazing achievements. We celebrate as well the fact that we can even celebrate today, that in the face of uncertainty, we united as one, not only as a college, but as an island and a global community, and that we found ways to be together, even when kept apart. We praise the little things, the kind words between friends, the smiles exchanged in the corridor, the privilege of being able to hug again. We celebrate the fact we belong to a family that allows us to write our own story by giving us the tools to discover who we are and the platform to fight for our passions. We praise the pride we have in our college, in our teachers and our friends, and we celebrate the strength we have in ourselves to continue to thrive in a world that did not exist this time last year. It is wonderful to celebrate others, but it is sometimes easier than celebrating ourselves. It is more comfortable to praise the achievements of those around us and put down our own success. And this is a feeling I've experienced throughout my education. Because yes, I have sat where you are today and received a prize myself, but many of the achievements I am proudest of are ones I believed too insignificant to celebrate. One event I distinctly remember was on Gcse Results Day. My proudest achievement that day was not the subjects I had achieved a grade 7 or 8 in, but my French GCSE, which I had convinced myself I had failed, but it turned out, to my complete surprise, I had passed, all down to the persistence of my French teachers, with no credit given to my constant use of Google Translate, which we all know is a phrase you do not mention in the MFL corridor. But it is an achievement I am proud of and wish now I had celebrated more. Because when I saw that grade 5 on my piece of paper, I knew I had achieved my best, and that is always something worth celebrating. Today, we celebrate. We acknowledge, honour and praise the happy and significant event that is the achievements of our prize winners, and I extend my congratulations to all of you once more. But I also encourage everyone to find something to celebrate, big or small, as I know one day you will all achieve incredible things, and that we will have cause to celebrate again, even if it's just when you pass your French GCSE. Thank you.
When Mr. Howard asked myself, Emily and Fee last week to make speeches and prize giving, I had no idea what I should write, as usually the speakers are extremely accomplished adults. So I've decided instead to share a few thoughts. I've been thinking a lot recently about how I'm in my last year of school. It is making me very sad and nostalgic, to be honest, as I'm drawn to think firstly of the friends I've made and the things I've done here that I know my younger self could not have imagined me doing. It's important that I also acknowledge when things didn't feel so good, however. When I was feeling upset from something said by a friend, or when I was feeling low from a low mark on a test. From the mornings when my hair just wasn't going up the way I wanted it to, and yes, I did just cut it off. In some of my lowest times on this journey, one thing that has helped me is to think about this. I want you to think of all of the students who have come before you, who have sat in this hall, thinking similar thoughts to you, feeling a similar way to you right now. And just think of all of the things those students have gone on to do with their lives, the unimaginable places they've been to, and the extraordinary people they've met. Whilst your time at JCG is fleetingly short in comparison to the rest of your lives, it will inevitably shape the person who you grow up to be, and it is shaping who you are right now. In the way you go about your studies and the opportunities you choose to take, in the interests you develop and in the thoughts you have, in your interactions with other people, in your perspective on your life. I encourage each and every one of you to continue to push yourselves out of your comfort zones, but also to appreciate just how brilliant you are. If there's one thing I could get across to you in this speech, it is that you're incredibly capable, not just of doing well in exams, in sports, in musical performances, and in all the other things you're talented at, but in growing up, in having the courage to try new things, in realising some new things aren't so great after all, and having the courage to go back. This last year has been very strange and probably quite unsettling for many of us. There's been a lot of hurting and a lot of loss felt on different levels, but there's been a lot of goodness too. I would also encourage everyone to remember that this school year started before March 20th. Although it has felt like a lifetime, there are so many outstanding things which were achieved by our students before coronavirus became a pandemic, and it is for this reason that we are celebrating here today. Thank you.
Good morning. Over the past 6 years of my education at college, I have thoroughly developed, not just academically, but also personally. From participating in extracurricular activities, house events, and fundraisers, I've been able to grow in confidence, compassion, and drive, allowing me to become the person who stands here today. In conjunction with this, JCG has taught me the importance of belonging and service within our community, as well as within our wider society. I have been inspired by the many presentations, charities, and representatives that have visited our school, which has allowed me to get involved with organisations outside of our college in order to pursue my passions. As we grow, our definition and perception of success continues to change and develop uniquely. To quote Albert Einstein, "Everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." My interpretation of this quote is that we should acknowledge our weaknesses while focusing on and developing our strengths to enable us to be more confident within ourselves. We're all individuals who have very different goals and motives. With every achievement you gain and every experience you thrive in, you achieve something incredible, no matter how large or small, which is worth recognition. Know that whatever you achieve, you will have an impact and the opportunity to influence the people around you. As I enter my final year here at JCG, I have reflected on the joyful memories I have made with numerous peers and staff members, and I would do it all over again if I could. You're so lucky to have many more years here ahead of you. During this time, ensure that you take every single opportunity that comes your way. Try different activities and enjoy the rest of your time here, as trust me, it goes incredibly fast. Today, we appreciate the hard work and dedication across academics, the sports, and many more. I would personally like to congratulate all prize winners today for your consistent efforts and amazing achievements. Thank you very much for listening.
Morning everyone, it gives me great pleasure to announce the prize winners this year for years 7, 8 and 9. So our first prize is the Conservation Cup to Auden Ruel. The Vibert's Jersey Lawyers Trophy for Endeavour to Kate Keysable. The Hassel Cup for Year 6 for Science in Year 7, Sadie de Carteret. Year 8 prize winners for last year, the Junior Roberts Memorial Prize for History and the Lisa Sherry Cup for Progress in Year 8, Arya Patel. the Interactive Data Mathematics Cup, Erin Googe. The Gerard Lefevre Junior String Prize is awarded to Francis Boliat. The Year 8 Geography School Prize, Harriet Palfreman. The Heather Dupre Cup for Junior Music, Isabel Wilmot. The Nicole Berthelot Cup for Junior French, Kate Dennison Herbert. SG Hambrose Prize for Persistence and Determination in Maths, Lucy Cohu. So the Bailey Cup for Junior Breaststroke, the Charlotte Dupre Cup for Junior Backstroke, and the Dietermeyer Cup for Junior Freestyle are all awarded to Megan Hansford. The Babbage Computing Prize, Millie Dobson. And Year 9 prize winners, the Design and Technology Junior Prize, Abigail Marshall. The Angela Stone Cup for Junior English, the Key Stage 3 History Prize, and the Year 9 Modern Languages Prize are all awarded to Amelia Boller. The Key Stage 3 Science Prize, Amy Mabs. The Junior Art Prize for Achievement, Annabelle Dent. Academic Music for Key Stage 3, Chloe Connor. The Junior Art Prize for Endeavour is awarded to Edie LeBlanc, who unfortunately can't be here today. The Mathematics Junior Prize, Ella Stegenwaller. The McLaughlin Cup for Performing Arts, Estelle Joint. The Year 9 Geography School Prize is awarded to Jessie Freitas, but unfortunately she can't be here today either. We'll still give her a round of applause though, shall we? The Food and Nutrition Junior Prize, Maisie Pateman. The Dure Obin Prize for Best All-Rounder in Year 9, Sophie Barraclough. The Wickham Cup for Endeavour in Year 9, Sophie Maloney. The Switch Digital Prize for Computer Science, Taylor Clark. The Karen Coles Cup for Endeavour and Effort in PE, Talia Fletcher. And finally, the Junior Religious Studies Prize, Yasmin Freeman.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to say a few thank yous on behalf of Year 8, 9 and 10. Firstly, thank you to Mr. Howe for his encouraging words, as well as our speakers, Amelie, Caitlin and Sophia, for all of their words of inspiration. Thank you also to those who donated and sponsored prizes. Another thank you to those involved in organising this celebration of our achievements, including the office staff, the caretakers, and the college leadership team. A massive thank you to Thank you to our parents who unfortunately can't be here, but are hopefully watching the live broadcast. And finally, thank you to our peers and fantastic teachers for their constant encouragement, support and guidance.
Don't you cry.